What's up, guys? Real estate kind of today, messing around. Been working on this project for too long. It's been slow moving. It took me a while to get a permit from the city, but basically this is like an old 1960s, 70s build house, kind of a mid-century home. And it's in downtown Coeur d'Alene, really close to a grocery store I love shopping at and eating at, and then downtown, midtown areas right down the road. So super great buy, and I bought this place kind of off market and kind of diamond in the rough. And I've been working on it, and you know, like I said, been into real estate, and this is part of the game. You gotta kind of find those diamonds in the rough in the right location and have a vision for them, and then try to put the work in to make that vision come true. So come check it out. This was like an add-on, additional part of the house here. I think the original part of the house was just a box, and it was 1940s at best built. It was tiny, one bed, one bath, living room, kitchen, all kind of in one thing. Since then, they put on this in like the 60s, like mid 60s, and it's just sweet. It's got these old windows and not square windows. They're kind of triangular, and it's kind of cool that way. And so it's feng shui, you know. That's what I kind of liked about it, is the feng shui of the house. It's got some character. It just needs to be brought back to life and brought a little bit newer, but trying to keep that old 1960s vibe in a way, just new. Blowing out this wall. So these forms are going to be poured here. This will be a concrete out here, and this is another 4 feet by about 25 feet. So 100 square feet more of living space will be added onto this house, which will then turn this house into originally what was a 2-bedroom, 1 bath. I had plans and engineered plans that are approved with the city now to be a 3-bed, 2-bath. There is a cost, obviously, in adding all that stuff in the plumbing, the electrical, the wall, the you know, the concrete and all the stuff. But in the end, it'll be worth it. You know, be able to basically a family can live in here, or I can just rent it out, which is the plan, is to stick it on Airbnb and provide a cool spot for people to stay. What do you want to know? What don't you want to know? Well, I'm not a mechanic. Let's put it that way. Seized the 450 about a week after the original seizure. It stroked out on me in the driveway, and then I resuscitated it. And then the next week, I kept it on life support. And then on Saturday during practice, she fully seized. And you know, we had to pull the plug. You know, we actually put ourselves in good positions, but there was some times where we just, you know, we're behind another rider who went down, and then other guys I got hung up behind, and they went by, right? So I went from a better position. You know, I was like third both times that happened, and that put me back, you know, to fifth, sixth, past that point. So that's racing. You know, nothing you can do about it.
Mom, Dad.
Hey.
Oh. Can I tell you something?
Yeah, of course.
Can you go get the,
Is that chocolate on your eye?
I want you to get the Christmas stuff, because I want to get it out.
Okay, you want to do Christmas decorations today?
Yeah.
Did Mom put you up to this? Because you know,
Yes,
Mom would have
she
said,
said
if Mom asked, she knows I would have said no. And so she sent my firstborn to get me to say yes. I'm assuming, is that what happened?
Yeah.
My goal was to be in second gear with this bike. It's geared so tall, and this is, you know, no one's fault other than the fact that I'm trying to make a motocross 450 work on extreme obstacles inside an arena that's too slow for it. So the gearing internally is so tall that, man, I am literally running a 1250 gearing and I'm in first gear on a fast track. And that's the only way I could really get currently. And mind you, this is a very minimal amount of testing and everything. The first week we blew it up. The second week we just had to get it back together. So now we're here almost at, like, you know, the beginning all over again, right? Very minimal amount of time, but the fact that we got it done was pretty incredible. Yeah, just didn't want to see it not happen. So I'm really stoked that we were able to put that effort out there to make it happen. And I just, that was what I focused on, that and the rest of the rest of my life, you know, what I had going on. I didn't really worry about too much about the 250. I kind of knew what that was, and it was what it was, and just kind of all hands on deck to try to make this thing happen. So the fact that we're here and made it happen is sick. It's awesome, and appreciative and grateful just for that.
All right, race recap.
Man, a lot of carnage out there. Didn't really know exactly how the 450 was gonna go. Made some last minute clutch things and man, put our head down and did the best we could. Honestly, I rode really solid, but I had some unfortunate little things go down. So I ended up 4th overall. I went 3.54, I think. Yeah, 3.54 for the moto scores. And you know, I'm glad I put my head down and did the 450. I'm glad we made it happen. It did help me in certain situations of the racing. The track was really fast, enough, like it was big enough and fast enough that the 450 could be used. I don't know how it's gonna go when we go to a smaller venue. So I got another week to try to do some clutch stuff, clean that up, maybe try to make the clutch a little easier for me to ride. I didn't have to do much with the bottom ends to make it roll better, but I can just do what I can and try to finish this thing out strong. So I think we're still tied for 3rd in points. So we'll just try to finish this thing out.